How's it going, guys? Cody guys back again, dropping out another video. Right guys, as you've all seen, I have surpassed 11,000 subscribers now, just on my way to 11,200. Not the highest number compared to many other people that are vlogging in and around the prison system. My channel's the worst of those, and it's got the least following as well. I'm doing my thing in my own way, but I'm very grateful for everyone that's subscribed and to all my new subscribers and stuff. Going to be covering some prison news now here in the UK because I've got American subscribers and stuff. This is a story in the Birmingham Live, link in the description below like I always do. The headline reads, Ringleader in HMP Birmingham riot went on to incite second mutiny. Grant Samed took part in another mutiny at HMP Hewell. A ringleader behind the 15-hour riot at Birmingham's Winson Green prison went on to take part in a second mutiny after being moved to HMP Hewell, it can be revealed. Grant Samed had taken part in the rampage that caused more than £6 million worth of damage to HMP Birmingham, during which 500 inmates escaped their cells. The 32-year-old, who has more than 60 convictions, admitted prison mutiny over his part in the riot in December of 2016. And was jailed for 6 years. He was described as one of the 6 instigators of the large-scale disturbance by Judge Melbourne Inman QC, who jailed Samed a year on from the disturbance. The father of 5, originally serving a 2-year sentence for burglary and attempted arson, was seen cheering as he threw a table down a stairwell and also sprayed a fire hose as other inmates snatched keys from senior prison officers' belts. Judge Melbourne Inman QC told Samed, this was a sustained mutiny, and you, together with the other 5, were undoubtedly the instigators of it all. However, Samed went on to take part in a second sustained prison mutiny, this time at HMP Hewell in Worcestershire on July the 22nd, 2017. He encouraged fellow inmates to attack prison officers with balls from the pool table after they refused to turn to their cells for lockup. Then they proceeded to smash 5 fire alarms, attack cell doors with metal poles, and damage a number of CCTV prison cameras. The incident lasted for around 7 hours, with the so-called tornado squads trained to deal with riots called in to bring the wing under control. After the trouble began on Saturday, several loud quick-fire bangs thought to be distraction bursts used by the specialist team could be heard from the jail. Loud shouts thought to be from inside the prison could be heard in response. The total cost of the damage in the prison amounted to £53,000. Samed was one of 13 men convicted at Worcester Crown Court last week. Responding to the verdict, Georgina Davis from the Crown Prosecution Service said, this was a shocking incident where the violent actions of the offenders forced the officers to leave an area of the prison for several hours. While some of the offenders pleaded guilty, the strength of the CPS's case secured guilty verdicts for the remainder. The costs incurred by the extent of the damage, together with the impact on the prison staff and other prisoners, should not be underestimated. Samed pleaded guilty to prison mutiny, as did complices Christopher Edwards, 32, Kieran Ballard, 29, Shay Taylor, 23, Calvin Gill, 23, Rumia Delgado, 31, Keiko Marshall, 23, Thomas Rogers, 25, Liam Fields, 30, Sam Brown, 33, and Zach Dillon, 25. Timothy Murphy, 24, and Matthew Armstrong, 28, were both convicted following a trial at Worcester Crown Court. The defendants will be sentenced at a later date. Right, guys, so prison riot. Now, when I was in Forest Bank in December of 2016, it was actually one of the prisons that was used as a dispersal unit for the Birmingham prison riot. Now, like I say, when the Brummies landed at the jail, they wanted it to go off again. Oh, come on, mate, fuck this, mate. Let's fucking smash the wing up, I'm not having this, mate. Fuck that, mate. And it was just, we was cleaners, though, do you know what I mean? We had it pretty cushy, so we weren't down for none of that, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, people see riots and they think, oh, and people just automatically think, well, it's violent prisoners being violent and stuff and rebelling and causing wanton carnage. It's not the case, though, guys, is it? If you look at the reasons why prisoners riot and stuff, it's to do with conditions, regime, treatment. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. So when prisoners are kicking off, you've got to look at the reasons why. You've seen prisoners up and down the country over the past couple of years ended up in like riot situation. You've had Hewell, you've had Birmingham, you've had prisoners getting on the top of Strangeways, Dartmoor. Do you know what I mean? And the reason prisoners take this flight of action, guys, is to highlight what's going on within the prison. And like I say, you've got to support it. When a prisoner riots, yeah, they're not doing it for no reason, right? There's a reason. Every person has a breaking point, right? And prisoners have got it bad enough as it is, and they're oppressed enough as it is. And like I say, these prisoners have put their heads together and thought, you know what? We're not doing this. No, we're refusing to bang up, and let's just take the wing. And you know what, guys, right? On the back of that, you get copycat riots, do you know what I mean? Other prisoners in other jails see it, and it causes problems. But like I say, if you treat prisoners like animals, then you shouldn't be act when they act. You shouldn't be surprised when they act like animals. What's going on within prisons, guys, is it's a national crisis, guys. But unfortunately, nobody really cares. Well, they will, because there's going to be further riots. The prison system here in the UK has long been a powder keg. It really, really has. And it's just, all it needs is the littlest spark, the smallest spark, and bam, it's going to go. Was you involved in the HMP Birmingham riot? Was you involved in the Hewell riot? We've seen footage and stuff online. I've got some on my phone as well that's unseen, but I won't post it because it obviously shows faces and stuff like that. We're not in the industry of grassing people up and blowing people up. Absolutely not in any which way. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the story there. There's no need to go on longer than I have to. I'm going to put a link in the description below like I always do. Thank you for all your subscriptions. Press the bell if you want to be notified when I drop a video. I'm going to be doing several this evening. On that note, guys, leave it there. Thank you for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.